Welcome back to the Market Rundown. AGIO's Pharmaceuticals is having a massive day, soaring over 17%. The catalyst? A huge win with the FDA for its sickle cell disease drug, which met all its key endpoints. Here is the latest from Motley Fool. AGIO's received positive news from the FDA for its key drug, mitapivat. A Phase 3 trial for treating sickle cell disease successfully met its primary and key secondary endpoints, driving the stock's significant gains. Next up, NIQ Global Intelligence is on a shopping spree, and investors are loving it. The stock is popping after the company completed its acquisition of Flywheel's e-commerce business in China and Southeast Asia. Here's Insider Monkey with the details. NIQ finalized its acquisition of Flywheel's e-commerce data business in China and Southeast Asia. This strategic move aims to enhance NIQ's data analytics and provide a more complete view of consumer behavior across online and offline channels. Here's a head-scratcher. Fervo Energy announced a cool partnership with NVIDIA to build a geothermal digital twin, yet the stock is down over 14%. The likely culprit? A hefty $1.2 billion spending plan. Bar chart explains the dynamic. Despite a promising AI partnership with NVIDIA to create a digital twin for geothermal exploration, Fervo's stock may be under pressure due to management's forecast of $1.2 billion in capital expenditures through early 2027. Cohu is taking a nosedive today, tumbling more than 13%. While the AI chip testing space is hot, the focus is on execution. A competitor, FormFactor, is seeing record demand, putting pressure on others to keep pace. Here's Zax with more. Competitor FormFactor is thriving amid the AI boom, seeing record demand for its semiconductor testing solutions, especially for high-bandwidth memory, HBM. This success highlights the high expectations and competitive pressure within the industry where Cohu operates. Even a potential marriage with SpaceX and a $500 market analysis couldn't lift Tesla today, with the stock falling 4%. An analyst at RBC raised their valuation based on merger rumors, but the market appears skeptical. Here's the analysis from Guru Focus. RBC Capital boosted its Tesla market analysis to $500, attributing the increase to unconfirmed reports of a potential merger with SpaceX. The bank believes such a deal could create significant operational synergies between the two companies. The prediction market space is heating up, with big names reportedly eyeing a piece of the action. This could mean new competition for platforms like Robinhood, which saw its stock dip nearly 4% today. Here's the story from 24/7 Wall Street. The prediction market industry is gaining momentum, with political support for rewriting prohibitive rules. The entry of new players, including plans from Truth Social, signals a potentially crowded and competitive future for this emerging market. Talk about a payday. Crinetics Pharmaceuticals just about doubled in price. The reason? A massive $10 billion all-cash buyout offer from Vertex, which is snapping up the company for its rare disease treatments. Guru Focus has the details. Vertex announced an all-cash $10 billion acquisition of Crinetics Pharmaceuticals, causing Crinetics stock to rise 99%. The deal adds two rare endocrine disease drugs, Palson IFY and atumelnant, to Vertex's portfolio. Rivian hit the brakes hard today, plunging over 18%. The EV maker surprised investors by announcing it's selling 75 million new shares to raise cash, sparking major concerns about shareholder dilution. Here's the latest from Yahoo Finance. Rivian announced a new offering of 75 million common shares, which could raise around $1.5 billion. This surprise announcement led to a sharp decline in the stock price, due to investor concerns about the dilution of their holdings. It was a rough day for chip stocks, and Intel got caught in the downdraft, falling nearly 10%. The entire memory sector hit a bear market after even Samsung's record-breaking profit couldn't impress investors. Yahoo Finance has the sector-wide story. Despite Samsung reporting massive profits, major memory chip stocks including Micron and SK Hynix fell over 20% from recent highs. The broad sell-off indicates a sentiment shift, pushing one of the year's hottest trades into a bear market. When a 19-fold profit increase isn't enough, you know the market is jittery. Samsung's stellar earnings failed to stop a chip stock slide, dragging down memory makers like Micron as investors took profits from the AI rally. More from Yahoo Finance. Despite Samsung reporting a 19-fold jump in operating profit that beat expectations, its stock fell, leading a broader decline in the chip sector as investors decided to take profits following a significant AI-driven rally. While we drilled into those movers, here is how the rest of the tape settled. And before we close, here is a quick look at the remaining market titans. Meta is bucking the broader tech sell-off today, but here's a market quirk. Did you know smaller Micron has double Meta's weight in the QQQ index? It's all about insider ownership and free float shares. Here's the breakdown from 24/7 Wall Street. Due to index weighting rules based on free float shares available to the public, Micron has a 5.7% weight in the QQQ ETF, more than double Meta's 2.6% weight, despite Meta having a much larger overall market capitalization. Before we wrap up, let's take a look at the momentum matrices showing the most overbought names and the strongest liquidity spikes.